there's no choice, we're going to make peace. How are we going to expand our self-interest and our honor, time, as the Greeks called it? And we can consolidate and expand our 2 million man army in China. And the arguments are kind of data-driven for Russia. Germany on December 7th is right outside Germany, Moscow. They are told that they're near the first subway station, and they think any day now Russia, and they want to get in on the spoils from Vladivostok, which, it's only 200 or 300 miles across the ocean from Japan. So their idea is just leave the United States alone. One element, we'll go to Vladivostok, go from the east and clean up and cut it up with the Germans. The other faction says, well, there's all these orphan colonies, the Dutch East Indies, French Indochina. Britain is surrounded, so Malaysia's orphan. The United States is, we can just take the Philippines. And they say, well, wait, there's the United States. If we don't destroy the fleet, and they'll still build another one because we don't have no ability. So only one person, Togo, said that. But the other, what I'm getting at is the other faction said, but we can go into China. And everybody thought 650 million people when you've got 2 million, but they thought that Chinese were inferior people. Yeah. And they started to do, people forget that Hitler killed 6 million Jews, and he probably killed 10 million civilians, Russian prisoners, civilians in Russia. Japan killed 16 to 18 million Chinese. And although it wasn't a sophisticated approach to genocide, it was Nanking. You had Japanese officers with ice buckets because their hands got so swollen from shooting. And so it was a very irrational thing to do. Why would you go into this huge country and think you're going to take the entire country? Because you think that they're completely morally, intellectually...
Yeah, someone was asking, like, what gets these people to do such crazy things? Right, when you have people that are willing to take such huge risks, their own freedom, to traffic drugs in or out of a city, or even a business, or a prison, right? Like, what gives someone... Right, what makes them so brazen, so willing to put their own freedom, or even their lives on the line for money or drugs? What puts someone into a space where they're just ready and willing? They're fed up. They got nothing to lose. Right? Throughout history, when you go back, a lot of these missions of people that are like, who would have ever done that? No, that was a suicide mission. No one would have ever gone in on that knowing. Right, did they tell them they might have a chance? They were going to come in after them if something happened? Yeah, kind of like undercover operations when they go into certain areas or sting operations. Right, there's no way they would have ever done that if they didn't think that someone was... Right, that they would come in and get them if they got thrown in jail, right? It happens all the time. And then no one ever comes to get you out of jail. Once in a while, it depends. It really depends on who, what, where, when, why. If they could use you for something else. Have they tapped you for all you're worth? Just leave them in there. Right, you can ramble on all you want in prison. You worked for who? Oh, yeah? Oh, you know people? Yeah? Okay. That's what they all say, dude. I'm crazy, too. Right. So, when you think about it, and you can laugh, but a lot of the stuff they get these people to do over the years, you could be talking about crashing planes into buildings, dropping bombs, these suicide missions. Like, the towers. Who got those druggies? Mentally challenged people? I don't know. Were they down and out? Beverly Hills? What would make them do such a thing? Did they know it was a suicide mission? Who knows, right? Yeah, maybe they just thought they were going to rob the plane. Yeah, and then those controls take over. Who's at the wheel? Not you. Someone's controlling it from another place. It's being driven by a machine. Well, technically there is someone pushing the buttons, right? Yeah, you know, like drones. There's a drone operator, plane operators. Yeah, I mean, the pilot passes out. I mean, what system is in place? Yeah, so I mean, even whether you're a pilot or terrorists, if you pass out or just out of nowhere, even if you don't pass out, they could really just take over whenever they wanted, right? Yeah, and you could be sitting there in the pilot seat like, hey, right, but that wouldn't be okay. Right, no, they want to make sure you're out cold first, right? Can we leak some gas into the cabin? Oh, you can't get away with that anymore. Just put a little hose under the door. I'm feeling a little sleepy. Maybe I shouldn't have had that X-Lax. Shh. How do we get to Cuba? You know, this flight was set for Daytona. Why are we in Cuba? Right, so as you can see, and usually, yeah, they kill them, natural causes. It happens all the time. Planes, trains, and automobiles, man. I mean, if you want to call me a liar and say I'm crazy, you go right ahead and do that. It's not really that big of a deal. Yeah, no, the big deal, you know, for you to realize, just hone in and zero in. You know, we're not trying to solve a big fucking mystery here. We've solved the mystery. It's a matter of getting people to fucking accept the facts and help the children and the people in the hands of sick punks right here in America. Not someone eating babies in some third world country that they can't even name. Can you even name the hemisphere? Huh? You fucking punk ass bitches. Right, where are all these child pedos? I know, and then when you point them out, what can you do about it? I know, isn't that a kicker? But in the meantime, between time, sweep, 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 you gotta move. You gotta move. You stay still. I mean, they will get you. They're coming after us now. Oh, we gotta move. All these people involved with the grooming gangs and telling you to stand up for your freedom of speech. Drive, baby, drive. It's the same fucking thing. I know, it's just wearing a different suit, man. One looks all tough and grungy. The other's wearing a spiritual robe. One is a politician. Look, he's wearing a tie. And here comes that howdy doody guy. Yeah, so any suggestions how we can get people to drop their fucking bullshit? G.I. Joe games, top secret investigations, protecting their fucking businesses, stock shares, prescription drugs, big pharma, you sick fucking people. I can't fucking believe how long this has gone on and it's just been normalized and they all clink clink as though because they're all doing it, it's okay. Wow, you sick fucking people. It's just like in that world, right? That's the extreme. 6 or 7, go to the other world, right? Yeah, and the extreme is beating the kids. Oh, you don't think we should smack the kids? Huh? Here, how do you like this? Who's getting the lesson? Right, it's like a fucking game to these people. So you got the people teaching you a lesson doing the extremes over there thinking they're standing up for their rights by beating the kids and screaming in the fucking street. And then you got the ones on the other hand thinking clink, clink. Because they're all doing it, it's okay. You beat your kids too? Yeah, I think it's okay to smack the kids. Yeah, gotta toughen them up. That's what's wrong with this world. Got too many fucking sissies. I know, history has shown the spanked children usually wind up fucked up, don't they? Oh, did you wind up okay and you got beat with a belt? Well, congratulations. You must be from a fucking yuppie area. Yeah, whether you're beaten or fucking praised and coddled. You're protected in those worlds. I know, it's like you hear some of these fucking people talk, I worked hard to get to where I was. It's like, dude, to most fucking Americans, you working hard is a fucking walk in the park and living a life of luxury. And I'm not sure many of them have caught on to that. And once again, they think, because they're all brought up in this fucking pitter-patter, packaged fucking world. Everything's wrapped in a fucking pretty box with a bow on it. Yeah, they never see the fucking slaughter and they never want to fucking look at it. I know, I'd rather not know. Lips and assholes, I know. I just, yummy hot dog. I know, I don't, just don't tell me. I don't want to, just let me enjoy it. Fucking sick, nasty people. Eat shit and die, you nasty fucking people. Wow. I know. It's horrible. Right, so any suggestions as to how we can get people to acknowledge reality and help these children in the hands of sick fucking punk pedophiles who think it's okay to kill innocent people just because others are offended by them speaking the truth? Are you fucking kidding me? Right, so hopefully the proper authorities do what they're supposed to do to help these children. Because we're doing all we can, folks, as a fucking loser living with our parents. Fucking potheads, man. I know, literally, and these fucking psychos that pop their pills and push these drugs on children get fucking praised by these guys. And they're just fucking passing money around to each other, licking each other's assholes, and it's fucking gross. And they put on this show and make it all fucking drama, and then everybody's, who said what? Oh yeah, bitches get snitches, who said what over here? And they're fucking targeting people and trying to cover it up for years. These concerns go back 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10 with these fucking psychos in the state departments and druggies working together. And it's fucking sick how so many people have turned their heads to it and just gone along with the cool crowd. It's so fucking sad when you actually start looking into it and you see the innocent children and people and adults and parents that have been killed or murdered. And they're directly connected to these networks. You can take a fucking look at it. And once you start seeing it, you should fucking wake the fuck up and start speaking up about these things. How fucking horrible. Your silence, your ignorance, falling into these friggin' debate wars about he said, she said. It's pathetic. But carry on. I guess pathetic makes money these days, doesn't it? Drama, fucking bullshit. I know, it's like, right, I like to laugh, right? I like jokes. Some jokes are just not funny, right? I was like, yeah, no, that's not really funny. And sometimes it is, I guess, timing. Right, I like to eat food. Right, but that, no. I wouldn't even think about putting that in my mouth. I mean, if I was starving, yeah, you're right. Like I said, I would probably grab a rat off the floor and bite its fucking head off if I was hungry enough. Okay, so when it gets to that point, I'll let you know when you can watch the show. Okay? Until then, okay, we got rice, beans, whole grains, fruits and vegetables. I'm having a black coffee and some water right now. But yeah, what would take it? What would take it to that level? You see it all the time. Yeah, the silence is deafening. It's sad and it's horrible and it's pathetic. And how they continue to ignore, thinking it's just going to go away. And it has, right? If you look into a lot of these situations over the years, we've seen it just go away for a lot of them, and they get away with it. Yeah, these kids get abused till they fucking die. And if you push it too much, or people actually wake up and start to try to help the kids, usually they wind up dead before it would even hit court. Right, because when you look at these situations and how they've been protecting these punks for other reasons, and then they never want to talk about that either. They were authorized, it's top secret. They took it upon themselves, law into their own hands, because cops aren't doing their job, defund the police. Yeah, so over the years, if you haven't noticed how all this has been happening, and these children have been fucked and tortured and in the custody of these fucking people, and they're getting away with it. The child and animal pornography. And they got these fucking people chasing around the microchips and all the fake stuff. The watchers clicking on fucking clickbait they're sending them on WhatsApp. Right, so any suggestions how we can help these children right here in the custody of sick fucking punks who have abused them? Do you know how horrible this is? And how scared those kids must be? Can they talk and tell you the abuse they're going through? Somebody needs to get my children away from those fucking people. Yeah, they tried to kill us. Yeah, when you look back at the facts and the documented records, you'll see completely truthful. And in fact, we downplay it. We don't like to try to over-exaggerate at all. Right, when you actually look into it, it's way worse. And that's the fucking sad part. When we're dealing with, no, just look at just one thing. That should be enough for people to look into it. And when they try to justify the beating up of a toddler in a tub as though it was just a whack. Literally, some of these fucking psychos that are protecting him, it was just a whack. The little brat probably deserved it. We have it on tape. And when you look into it and you see it wasn't just a whack, and no adult should ever fucking put their hands on a child like that. It's fucking sick and disgusting. It's gross. I don't know what kind of world fucking people are being brought up in that they think it's okay. And the more people ignore it, I know, right? Oh, you don't want to get put on a list by the gangsters too? You don't want to get kicked off the cool list? I know, because you know what they do, huh? Do you want to talk about it? What do they do? Oh, no, we don't talk about that? No. You understand that we do talk about it. And when you don't, that pisses off a lot of good people and a lot of good forces. You want to put yourself on a fucking list? You got it. You got it. You want to take yourself off the list? You don't want to be on the list? Oh, well, that's going to put you on another list you don't want to be on. Do you fucking get it? Yeah, I'd wake the fuck up if I were you people. Just saying. You're welcome. Yeah, it's absolutely horrible. Yeah, you're damn right. Yeah, and when you see and you look into it and you'll see the setups, leaving loaded guns around, how they tried to set up some of our police officers who thought that was a setup to get us, right? The dangerous criminal, my criminal. What are the charges? Right, no, when you actually look into it and you start to see it. Right, so you want to talk about that? Yeah, they never want to talk about that, do they? Right, because they're justified. That's how they keep the streets clean. That was behind the scenes, getting people that are, getting away with stuff they shouldn't. Violent crime, or because usually they only put those kind of things in place when it's pretty bad, right? You got to have someone has got to be like imminent danger, like they're putting people in danger, their partner, their children, they're very violent, abusive. Right, you see some pretty bad situations where children or adults, right, and then usually those kind of forces might try to take the law into their own hands, right, when it's really bad. Right, when you have them kind of trying to use those forces because they're offended by something someone says, or get the shoplifters, we got to stop these shoplifters. Right, that's what we're saying is it's not okay to shoplift, and you should have those kind of services and systems in place for prevention. But yeah, that's not, we don't allocate killing someone. I know, right? You didn't realize it had that much juice. And it was, sometimes accidents happen. You didn't realize how weak they were. A normal person could have taken that hit and not lost use of an arm or had a heart attack. I didn't know they were so weak. Just like the vaccines, man. Some of them can take it, some of them can't. Huh? Did you hear that? Shh. Hold on, can you hear us? We can make it special or crazy. I know these people are sadistic. And when you start to get it and you see it, yeah, it's not too supernatural. Right? And when you see that the supernatural gets totally ignored because of their games, just like the ghosts, the aliens. You have blackouts. Over the years, I get blackouts. I get seizures. I have fainting spells. I just get lost time every once in a while. How is it Tuesday already? What happened to Sunday and Monday? Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. You know, I'm starting to think, did Jesus marry Joseph? No, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Like Peter, Paul, and Mary. What about Jesus' mother fucking Christ? You say that all the time, too. It's just a expression. Jesus' mother fucking Christ. But sometimes you say Jesus fucking Christ. So was his mother or him fucking Christ? It depends on what household you're in. By the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. You don't got any mothers over there? No, some of us are brought up without mothers. Oh. Hey, fair maidens over there. What's up? Where are your daddies? Oh, some of us are brought up without the males. We're milkmaids. Ho, 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 ho. Do you know that, though? Do you really understand? You know they're going to kill you after you give birth to that baby. They might just fucking cut it out of you. They don't want to wait. They do that sometimes, too. How dare you talk of those are nice people. They take care of us. They give us... Yeah, but they're Hansel and Gretel, man. Haven't you heard this story? Marty! Marty! They haven't heard the story. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm good, thanks. How are you? Hey, doing what we do, day by day, hoping for the best. We are really hoping that they can address the facts and concerns here soon. Not the delusions of the older people who are very concerned about our mental health. Are you concerned? Huh? We might do something crazy. Are you concerned about the elderly people who are protecting the druggies and sick fucks like they have been for years? Are you concerned about the people signing shit they shouldn't have? Aw. Huh? Unfucking believable. You sick fucking state workers. I don't care who the fuck you work for. Huh? What are these companies? We got state workers, child protective services, crisis and counseling, Paramount, Universal. Take a picture. Kennebec Behavioral Health. Come on, you sick fucks. Yeah, I remember back in the early 2000s when we were concerned about some of the workers and protecting the fucking druggies. Remember? It was a little after 9/11, yeah? Yeah, so when we got pregnant in 2003, we kind of stepped back away from a lot of that stuff. There had been a lot of investigations going on, if you look at 9/11. Right, so in that time frame, we got put on the programs in the year 2000 when we were 18. Right, and there was a lot of shit going on with those drug traffickers connected to our community growing up, where people used to get all pissed off at us when we were 10 years old about overdoses and shit because our brother was trafficking drugs from the Middle East. Right, and then the child molesting stuff. Right, so it was pissing people off. We were only 10. I know, remember we tried to say something too, like, dude, they just put an innocent guy in jail and those sick fucks skip town. Hey, shh. No, you don't remember right. Yeah, no, I think that's what fucking we gotta get to a photo shoot. I don't fucking care. Where are my jelly shoes? Right, and then a ghost pushed me down the stairs, right? I fractured my shoulder. It was pretty bad. That's documented. You can look it up. I think it was 91. Oh, right here in Augusta. Yeah, I was born up the road, okay? No, for real. Like, right up the road, yeah. Hop, skip, and a jump. You like that music? That's pretty good. Some of the songs, yeah. Is it generated? I think some of it possibly. Oh yeah, we were or just not even an hour ago. Uh, yeah, Robbie had we were watching. I think it was an ad. An ad came on, and it was this band. I have no idea who they were, but it was like that over excessive kind of screaming, like that. It's like, didn't we decide this was fucking stupid in the 90s? Right. Okay. Wow. I know. So I was telling him, I'm like, I remember too people losing their voices and hearing, you know? Right. And I was like, people don't realize they see that shit on TV and they really go, ah! It's like, that's mostly generated. That's not even real. That's all being done with computer. And they're just making it look cool with the makeup and the dark gothic stuff. Like, are you kidding me? Are you 12? What the fuck are you doing? This shit got fucking, it was a joke. Remember back in the 90s? We were like 12 years old. What a fucking joke. Oh man. But yeah, people actually take it seriously. And then you try to copy what they're doing. You're like, oh, because it's the cool thing to do. Don't be a Karen, man. You gotta let out your emotions. Right, but in a healthy way, right? Right, Karens, they're just yelling. Right, well, I mean, what's a Karen to you? What does that mean? I mean, this term was just created in recent years, wasn't it? How long has the term Karen been around? Right, because to us, just like how the ghost stories and aliens and all that evolved, the same symptoms associated to hearing ghosts is the same symptoms associated to hearing aliens, and the same symptoms associated to people who think they gotta chip in their head and they're picking up frequencies from another country or planet. I mean, because technically, I mean, you do pick